does it. And it was on our balcony. Our balcony got great sunlight. And one day, she comes running to my office, man. She's like, that girl is pouring shit and piss all over my tomatoes and my jalapenos. And I'm just like, oh, fuck, man, here we go. You know, yeah. That's, you know, I mean, I don't really give a fuck. But, I mean, you know, she cared a lot. Like, she was crying. She actually cried. So I was like, okay. So I waited for her to maybe catch her do it again. I caught her one day. So I stuck my head out the window. I was like, hey! You know? So what are you doing up there, man? You know? And the water just stopped, and she stopped. She didn't say anything, but she stopped. And so I thought that maybe that was enough to deter her from doing it again, but it wasn't. And I had she started doing it again, and my girl got really mad, so I had to go knock up there on her door. So I went up, I knocked on her door, she opened the door, and I go, hey, let me ask you a question. If somebody was above you pouring dog shit and dog piss all over your fucking head in your balcony, would you get upset? She just closed the door. She stopped. Like, I got to stop, you know. But it was kind of a battle, man. I had to yell a couple times, you know, and then finally I went up there and just fucking asked her the obvious question. She's pouring dog shit and dog piss all over our balcony. And the thing is, it didn't just go over our balcony. It went over the next person and the next person. And I'm like, what the fuck is the sense in that? How is that okay? And what's the thought process? So it's just going to trickle down and it's going to fucking miss everybody else's balcony? No, it's not. It's just, the more I thought about it, man, the more mad I got.
You know,
it's so fucked up, so insensitive.
It is.
Yeah.
I didn't realize, like, so when I was apartment like hunting or like condo hunting in downtown, one of my requirements was to find like a floor, because I wanted to live like on the top, to find a floor that's like cement, where like sound can't go through, me stepping won't go through when I'm streaming and getting hyped, like. And the walls aren't paper thin, right? Because a lot of these downtown places, they usually sell it for the spot, not the, you know, quality. And, you know, they assured me that all the shit's thick. It's good stuff. They can't hear anything. And, you know, I'm doing my thing, you know, and I just start hearing like these moans. And I'm thinking I left like a Pornhub tab open, you know, because I got some pretty loud shit I'm listening to, right? You know, it's, you know, anyways, I'm not gonna get into that, but I'm thinking, you know, there's a Pornhub tab open. I'm going through my laptop. What the fuck is this? Bro, it's not even my next door neighbor. It's through my window, down 4 stories, the fucking house across the street in the cul-de-sac, literally a good 500 to 600 feet away. My boy Mercs can run 2 football fields to tackle somebody, and it's still not that far. Do you understand? It's some crazy shit. It makes no sense. I'm hearing full moaning, spanking. This dude's going in. He's fucking clapping cheeks. And honestly, my man, I got a little horny, so I turned the fucking porn on and I jerked off. But anyways, realistically, that's my story. So I don't know if you guys have any crazy apartment stories, but yeah.
Dude, I had one. So we had these assigned parking spots in my old apartment, and this motherfucker would double park me every single time. I would park my car. He'd park his car sideways across my car. No way to get out. And I talked to him about it like 2 or 3 times, like, hey, do you understand? Like, I'm at work, like, you're at work, like, I can't fucking do this. So then I never solved it. He still did it, didn't care. I complained to the apartment owners, everything, nothing worked. So finally, I took a big rock and I put it on his windshield. And then I just left it, and he never did it again. I just left the rock on his windshield. Didn't break anything or nothing, just on the center right there. And that was it. He didn't do it.
I like that.
Dude, that's like the equivalent of like, what is it? Was it Godfather? You cut off the horse?
Yeah, dude, it's about sending a message.
Yeah.
Right.
I have a crazy shit right there. I ain't gonna lie.
Like, I'm not that smart.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Before Cypher goes,
like, fuck this windshield, bitch ass.
Right, I would never think of that, man. Just place it there, you know.
Bro,
yeah.
Before Cypher gives his story,
shit.
I'm gonna tell you straight up, bro. I knew it, Devin. I knew it. I called this out like maybe like 10 podcasts ago. You like intellectual, good guy, good people. You know, well dressed, well spoken.
Oh, but like he's a killer.
Motherfuckers are the dark killers. You know what I'm saying? Like you live in a rock on the windshield. Sheesh,
Yeah, I got
bro.
another one for you, Dr. Lupo.
Oh, is he evil?
Watch out, friend.
I'm
I told
not
the
even
same
gonna
thing to
doubt
my friend.
Wait.
I was just like, everyone out here worried about trusting people. I was like, I'm worried about trusting like Coke Carnage and Lupo. You know what I mean?
Wait, are you
Dr. Lupo. No, I met him, and you know, and we're friends. But every time I meet him, I shake his hand, I look in his eyes, and I see something in there, you know? I know he's a good dude. But deep down, I think he'd have no fucking problem surviving on an island, you know? And I think if all of us were on a fucking island and things got crazy, I want to partner up with Lupo. I want to partner up with Lupo.
He's like the guy when you're in a zombie apocalypse, he might be putting your kneecap out if he gets himself in a bad spot. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know if you're kidding, but I'm being fucking serious. I really think he's. No, I'm not kidding. I really think something like he can go. You know, Bravo Dark. You know what I mean?
Do you think, Nick? Do you think it's possible he's not a real doctor?
Whoa, bro!
I heard he was in trade school.
Well, I don't know. Hold on. I mean, this is a big podcast. We shouldn't be platforming the thought that potentially somebody's like medical license isn't. I don't mean to high.
Oh, it's true.
It's true. It's true. I should be ashamed. Yeah. That's it. Yeah.
Wow. Somebody slap me.
Sorry, I had to make an adjustment here.
Podcast broke.
Yes, podcast. There he is.
Yeah.
Welcome. Oh shit!
Unbroke.
I gotta make another adjustment. Give me a sec. I don't know why he does that. Welcome, Andy Milanakis, to the podcast. Welcome, brother.
Hey. What up, Andy?
What's up, Andy?
Welcome.
Hey, what up, baby?
How you doing?
Hey,
Dude, Andy,
my
are you
man.
still in Austin right now?
I got a house here, bro. I got a fucking lease.
You're just going nice.
I came here on a 1-week trip on like some Gilligan's Island shit. And we just got a lease for a year.
I feel like every time I
That's
see
what
you, you're in a
COVID
different
does, bro.
place.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that's what COVID does, bro. I had like a week's worth of clothes, and now I have a year lease out here.
What'd you do with your place in LA?
I still have it, but I got like 4 months left, and I might get. I don't know, man. I gotta get like someone to come in there and maybe like pack up my shit and just end that lease, and then like when shit cools over, I still want to live in LA, so I'll probably go back. I don't know, maybe in like a year when it gets safer. I don't know.
Yeah.
LA is.
Fuck, it's crazy. That's our time frame now. Like
Hey,
to live a
Andy.
normal life.
Yeah, what's up, bro?
Are you lit
Yeah.
right now?
I mean, I'm always lit. You know what I mean?
Same. Fuck
But
yeah.
no, I'm not high. I haven't smoked weed in like 4 months.
Okay.
3 or 4 months.
Wait, do you
I haven't
smoke,
really
Rick?
drank a lot. I've been pretty sober Sally lately, yo. I've been
Raj, I hit the occasional green bean every
still
now and
do
again. You know
it?
what I mean? Yeah, but nothing crazy though. You know what I mean?
Where did some go?
Oh yeah, maybe you think I'm stoned because I have like 80 boxes of cereal behind me. That's for a
That's
special
part
stream.
of it. That's part of the game. Yeah.
Okay, I'm doing a Saturday morning cartoon throwback stream tomorrow where I have 80s Saturday morning cartoons and I intercut them with like 80s commercials. So
Oh,
I got
shit.
like hella cereal for the
Little
event.
throwback W. Cool.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
I love how
You
you
had
assumed
CD
you were high because you had
Racer. You ever
8
seen
boxes
that?
of cereal.
No, Devin, I said that was part of it.
That's part of it.
No, I
I
mean
know.
it's a good assumption.
There's
I
a
would have
lot
been
going
like,
on. Right.
yeah.
Nah, a lot of people always think I have like a stoned demeanor though. I fuck with it though.
See, that's what's bullshit is when you smoke, people always think you're high. And I'm not like, for smokers, not everybody smokes weed 24/7. Like I'm not, but every time I say something, people are, oh, you're high.
Well,
you know?
Raj, in their defense today, you started on
Austin.
some
I mean,
crazy
I'll be
shit.
honest. Yeah,
Yeah, you went real deep.
I
But
did.
yeah, but
I
true.
did. Well,
I
train,
get
the
what you're
intro's
saying.
so damn long, I can't even get to a
Fuck,
point where
man.
I'm functioning.
You're telling
you know?
me.
Okay.
I took one before the intro and I'm like, it had I've ascended a little. This is like supposed to be in the middle of the podcast right now. But
I mean, Austin, it's hard because like every single time I talk to you, you always open up with, "I swear to God, I don't do this all the time." But you're always high as shit. Every time.
I promise I
Bro,
don't.
there
In
should be a
fact,
picture of you with a dick in your hand and smiling, and it says, "I promise I don't do this all the time."
okay, but seriously, I don't. I really, truly don't. Like I know it's not like I hadn't done it until today, and I think the last time was with Wiz.
Oh, cool
it was
guy, huh?
yesterday. It was yesterday.
Weird flex. Weird
Yeah,
flex.
nice flex right
Sounds
there.
like
Yo,
Sorry,
I
yeah.
fucking hate
But
name
okay.
dropping. Me and Leo were talking about it last week. We really hate name droppers, you know?
Yeah, no,
I didn't mean
No.
to. I didn't mean to drop. I mean, I was.
That's crazy because I've
I
been playing Call of Duty with NickMercs. Anyways, yo,
Oh shit.
Hey,
Yes.
flex.
That's a flex these days, huh?
hey, it is for my
Dude, I went to
these days.
Sniper's house,
Yep.
dude. I met his dogs. His very famous dogs.
Him and Misfin and Miskip just came to my house randomly while I was streaming. I had no idea what was going on.
Wait, do your dogs legit have like their own brand?
They do, yeah.
Yeah, we started a YouTube channel for them about a month and a half ago. And
How many
they're almost
subs
at
is it?
170K almost.
What the
That's
fuck?
badass.
You have
When your
three-
dog has better personality than Jake Paul, that's sick.
No, I mean, I obviously plug them a lot with my channels, but they get like 100K plus per video. We upload once a week.
Damn. That feel when his dogs are 3 times more popular than my YouTube channel, dude. It feels bad,
YouTube
man.
won't pay me, dude. They've been holding the check from me for months.
YouTube?
Yeah, they won't pay me. I've been trying to get my check from.
Have
You
you
should
actually
message
set
me.
that up?
We can figure that out. You should message me.
I will
It's-
try
yo,
to. Nobody
honestly,
can help me.
The YouTube shit is sad. I know Twitch is strict, but it's sad seeing all these content creators having to bleep out curse words and shit. Like, this is like some weird ass shit. Like, and I know it's the brand's fault, and I know it's like that's how you got to make money. But like, just like thinking about back in the day, YouTube, like it's crazy how everybody's just censored now. You know?
Is
Like,
cursing
Does
does
that
cursing?
affect your revenue on YouTube that much? If you
So
or is
I-
it like
yes,
Fucking
I thought
retard.
that
I got a question.
Okay.
Is somebody really gonna stop by?
Raj, nobody's gonna believe it now. Look at how we're doing this
When he
shit,
said I
bro.
got a question, everyone just looked like, oh, fuck, here we go.
Go ahead. No, you're good. You're good.
Ask your
Go ahead,
question,
Raj.
Austin. Nick, I changed my name to Austin.
Fuck.
This is a shit show.
Am I
Okay, so
really
hold on,
am I
so
too
what was the
loud?
question? What was the question?
No, you're
The
good.
question
You're
was,
good.
do these companies really think people are going to stop buying a Subway sandwich if somebody says "fuck" on a YouTube
well,
video?
They really
apparently
do.
being
Yeah.
a
They really do.
pedophile is like okay.
Well, okay,
in
that's
their
maybe
company.
that's where the line is, maybe. But I'm talking about fuck.
So
When
this-
you took it a little further than what I was.
Fuck.
Well, I mean, you mentioned
Nick, you started
Subway.
it
The
up?
biggest pedophilia scandal in the world was fucking Jared from Subway, bro.
Okay, but that's probably not a good example.
I thought
mean,
that YouTube CP. Sorry, go ahead.
I mean, they give the companies the option, like little check marks, like do you want your video, you want your ads shown on videos that have profanity or not? Most companies are just gonna say no. Like it's just an easy answer for them.
Yeah.
That can affect your revenue big time.
There's also
Yeah.
differences. Oh yeah.
I mean,
want to see your beautiful face.
I'm gonna be honest. Before we get into the YouTube
He's hitting
analytics,
the green bean.
I kind of feel blue ball because I wanted to hear Cypher's apartment story.
Okay, so it's an apartment story, but it's not really about the apartment. It's not like, oh, the apartment sucked. But I had moved into a house that we were renting, but then a package went to the apartment. So I went to go to the apartment to go pick up that package, but there was like police everywhere, and I was trying to pull up, and the police officer came to me and he said, "You can't be here right now. There's like a dangerous crime scene." I was like, "Oh God, what's going on?" I just want to go pick something up from my apartment. They said, "No, you have to come back later." Turns out that the dangerous crime scene was a swatting that was targeted against me at my apartment. So they had like,
Oh, if you want to get into
Bomb
that, we can talk about it.
Let's get
they
into
had
it.
like the bomb squad and like the
That's
whole
crazy.
like the whole street was just
Fuck
locked
yeah.
down.
Sucks,
They
man.
had news and everything, and I was the guy they were looking for. They told me to leave. They told me to leave the scene. And it was kind of scary because it was like the first time I got swatted. It wasn't even the last time, but it was the first time I got swatted. And eventually, the police contacted me because they thought that maybe I had murdered somebody, in particular my wife. And they actually had me listen to the call that went in towards my apartment. And this dude like could have won an Oscar with the call that he sent through. He
Unless it was really you.
unless it was me, and I was just I mean, you never know.
Allegedly.
What was this? Was this a kid? Like, or was it like an older voice?
No, dude, the voice, it was chilling because the voice on the call that I heard was an older person, and they were pretending to be me, and they were acting. They were screaming that they had a bomb. They were screaming that they had killed their wife, and they had a kid locked up, and they were acting. They were voice acting this scene and screaming over the phone and screaming out my address and everything. In a very like believable way, in an extremely like they wanted me dead. Like
You know why the
Wow.
acting was so good? Because fucking deranged human beings are actually really good actors because their heads are in a different fucking space. so they made that shit believable because they're fucked in the head.
Dude, I didn't. So,
They're bugging.
up until
They're
then, I
bugging,
thought
huh?
that like a kid would just call the cops and be like, you know, like like I have a bomb or there's something going on at this place or like we need help. But this was like next level. Like this was like really orchestrated, and it kind of freaked me out. And ever since then, I've been like extra careful about all that stuff. But yeah. So that I mean, that's my apartment story. So it's not really about the
Damn.
apartment, but it kind of stuck out when you get.
Damn, you took it there, PK.
Getting
crazy.
swatted sucks.
KP,
It's like
yeah.
the worst feeling.
Has anybody here not been swatted?
I
Sorry
ha-
to make it.
Shit, I live in the hood though, so whatever they
I'm
tell you,
scared
feel
to
me?
say no.
Every day is a SWAT.
I ain't gonna lie.
I think it's
Look,
mostly
Yeah, it's been-
Dude, I've been
They call the
swatted
cops
so
to
many
my hood.
fucking times.
Wait,
by the
really?
time the cops arrive, I'm gonna be going anyway. So you feel me?
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, I got,
They get
I
there a
got
couple
swatted.
hours late.
I got swatted in Vegas with Ice Poseidon when we went to like this like show in a casino, and they banned me from all the casinos now.
I remember
they
Summit.
had him.
I remember the Summit
Yeah.
one. That was, man, that one made me uncomfortable.
I got swatted at our
We had
esports
the-
team.
Sorry,
You
go
got
ahead,
swatted.
Dev. My bad.
Oh no, it's just like we had Double Lift was streaming, and one of the players' girlfriends like accidentally like ordered a pizza, and we didn't know it. So we got like a bunch of cash on delivery
Accidentally
pizzas,
ordered pizza.
like
Sorry,
while he was on the phone. I mean,
Yeah,
she
gotcha.
intentionally ordered a pizza,
Oh,
but
yeah,
gave the
yeah.
address.
Yeah.
So like, and like Double Lift was streaming to like 20K people or something, and so we got a
Ouch.
bunch of like cash on delivery pizzas at first, and we were like, what the fuck? And they said hi Double Lift on them.
Oof.
And then, like about 30 minutes after that, like the entire fucking LAPD showed up, like so many cars, whole shit, big spotlights and shit. They had to-
We had that one too in LA. It's always tricky if you
Yeah.
live in LA
When did
because
they
there's
stop
so many
cash on delivery.
so many
2020.
precincts.
Sorry to interrupt.
No, sure, you're fine. Well, I mean, my story's not. That's crazy, but it's just whack, man. Like there was a chopper, man, and the wife, she came to my office and she was like, "Nick, there's a chopper." Yeah, the chopper was flying over the complex, and she was like, "It's kind of weird. I feel weird." And she was, thank God, she was doing what she was doing. She looked out of our, out the window, and she could see the whole SWAT team coming up from far away. So she came to get me. And if she didn't catch that, I don't know how the rest goes, but she caught it. So I went out there on the balcony and I was like, "Hey, who are you here for?" And they yelled my apartment number, and I was like, "That's me." And he goes, "Okay, wait, is everything okay?" And I was like, "All right, listen, you wait. Okay, listen, I'm streaming. Somebody's swatting me right now. You know what that means?" He goes, No, but you got to come down. I'm like, I'm going to come down here, but I got a dog and a wife. You need to relax. I'm coming down, all right? But it's all bullshit. You need to know that. He goes, "All right, come down right now." And I walked down there, and the motherfucker handcuffed me.
No shit.
Handcuffed the
No.
wife.
That's the finesse,
Bro,
bro.
they
Yo,
handcuffed
that's why I
everybody.
come down,
It's
everything's
actually
fine.
scary though, because if your dog runs at him to protect you, like
So
you get
so
fucking
that's
nice to
so
dog.
the
That's
real
scary
reason
part.
why I went out there was because the dog, because I know how that goes. I'm like, yo,
Yeah.
there's no shot you're coming up here. I'll come down, but I'm bringing the dog with me. We're all gonna chill. We're gonna relax, But you fucking handcuffed me, and that was just
You're
like,
like a-
what? So
That's
stupid.
incredible
that
that he
scene in
handcuffed
Pulp
you.
Fiction,
That's
dude.
nuts.
Dude, I asked him like, "Why are you handcuffing me?" I'm telling you, I just told you the whole fucking thing. He goes, "Dude, listen, we got to do it." I'm like, "All right, man, fuck,
It's protocol. I don't want to lose my job.
Yeah.
The police officer who showed up at my place, he played League of Legends. He immediately understood what was going on.
Oh,
So
you lucky motherfucker.
Yeah, you got lucky because my guys had no clue what the fuck I was talking about. It's like, I'm streaming. They're like, "What? Get the fuck down here." I'm like, "All right."
That's funny because I'd probably rather get swatted than play League of Legends.
Jesus Christ.
sorry.
Well, anyways, let's get to
dude, I can't remember real quick. I was muted. I was trying to add in. I can't remember where I was. I think it was in Germany, and I was at the airport. I was about to leave. I was walking through like the customs ish area, not customs, but like the different passports. And a security guard stops me. He's like, "Hey," and yells at me. I'm like, "Oh, frick, dude." Like I'm freaking getting profiled. Like what the hell's going on?
Fuck.
And I turn. I see the guy. And he sticks out his hand. He's like, "S-Fan, nice to meet you. I'm a big Classic WoW player. I'm a big Classic WoW fan." And this was like a year or two ago. And I was like, dude, like my heart sank. I was so scared. And I talked to the guy for like 5 minutes, and then I almost missed my flight. But it was all good. I was safe. I was like, "Hey, I'm all good." So it was all good.
Yeah, I never thought that like profiling was like. I just never had dealt with it, and then I was fine with one of the League of Legends players, Darshan. And dude, every single time he would get selected, his last name was Upanya. And every single time he would get selected, and they were just going through his fucking bag. We have a really good picture of him where he's just smiling while somebody just goes through his bag with gloves and everything. He just looking at the camera smiling. It's like every time we get held up. Yeah.
I mean, that
Like-
you know, they say random, but
Nah, that shit's
hey,
not random, bro.
either
There's no fucking way.
either I'm just either my luck doesn't go into the lottery because I bought the lottery, I don't win that. But when I go to the airport and I'm flying solo, and as soon as the middle name pops up on my ticket, because you got to put the middle name, it's my passport, right? My middle name's Faroz, right? Like shit, bro.
Faroz.
Every time, yeah,
Faroz.
Faroz.
You gotta say that with some oomph on it, man.
Yeah,
you know?
it means altitude, right?
Faroz
It
June.
means height. Yeah.
yeah,
Anyways,
there you go.
so, bro, I'm always getting randomly selected. I'm looking at him like, hey, dickhead. Nah, I don't do that. I just say, all right, sir. Where should I stand?
I just lied. Yeah, I
Please
just
let me
lied.
know.
I
Yeah,
just
go
said
ahead. Yeah.
I stopped
just-
getting randomly selected when I started flying by myself and not going with my parents because like my dad speaks Arabic and he just chooses to yell in Arabic at the airport.
good,
Like
yeah.
that's the time
Yeah.
to start like
Oh, yeah,
this,
habibi.
to forget the English language. That's the perfect time.
Right.
Right as we're going through security. Start yelling, yo, get that bag.
Of all times,
In Arabic.
Dad.
Of all times, Dad. Thank you. Yeah,
Hey,
whatever.
so Devin,
great.
was that Zion Spartan Darshan?
Yeah. He
Dude,
changed his name.
Oh, I didn't know he changed his name. One of my best friends growing up used to duo with him, like season 1 of League all the time. Like he was a duo
No
partner.
shit.
Yeah, he played Tark support. My friend did.
I worked with Darshan like longer than I think I worked with any other player because he was on Dignitas while I was, and then we both came to CLG. So we worked together for like maybe 5 years or more. Like it was,
Yeah.
we still talk all the time.
That's
Man,
awesome.
Greek, you really don't
actually.
give a
That's so
fuck,
cool.
huh?
Small world, dude.
Greek,
Yeah.
What's up, man?
you really don't give a fuck, huh?
No. It's been a while,
I like that
Llamo
about you,
dos
bro.
pitis, su malaca.
I like that about you, bro, for real.
Wait, what happened? What did he do?
I mean, I picked my nose on stream a little bit, and,
Oh, he picked
and
his
chat-
nose?
Yeah. Well, no, I picked my nose on stream, and every time I do chat's like, what the fuck, bro? Like, digging for cool. And I see this guy, look at this guy right now. He's got his fucking finger in his brain. And I'm like, yo, it's not only me. Let's fucking go, baby, It's not only me.
Yeah. Oh, you ever have like
Sometimes you
a little bit,
can't.
you
It's
kinda
just so
like-
annoying.
It
kinda
just feels
scratch it
so
out.
good to take that out of there, you know?
It does.